If you've watched many of my videos, you know that I'm not big into teaching licks. But this rudimental pattern isn't just a lick, it's actually a very versatile sticking that you can use to create melodic, musical fills. Not to mention you must refine several key, hand, and grip techniques in order to master this pattern, which we're going to break down today. Hey everybody, welcome to The Non-Glamorous Drummer. I believe that no matter who you are, you can master the drums when you're armed with the right know-how, and I believe this video is going to help you do just that. But also check out my free e-guide in the description, The Secret to Hi-Hat 16ths, which is going to help you master a quick accent tap one-handed hi-hat 16th pattern at 80 beats a minute. Really cool, so check that out before you go. The rudiment we're talking about today is the inverted paradiddle. At least that's what I'm calling it, because we're basically taking a paradiddle and shifting it. A paradiddle is right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left. So a single followed by doubles. Now what we're doing is we're actually playing the left-hand lead version of the paradiddle. So we're doing left, right, left, right, left, right. But instead of starting it on that left, we're actually starting it a note later, and we're starting on that right, so that it becomes right, left, right, left, right, boom, bum, bum, which gives it this really natural swing and flow to it, much like the inverted paradiddle. You'll find that an inverted paradiddle is it's just easier to orchestrate around the kit, and it feels better naturally than a normal paradiddle does. Same with this. So before we break this down and I show you how to play it, how to practice it, let me show you just some really cool musical examples of how you can use this, because this isn't just a flurry of notes kind of lick around the kit. It's very versatile, and you can use it to play unique rhythms and melodies on the toms. Step one for getting a good handle on this is, of course, practicing it slowly just on the snare and practicing it evenly, the way you would if you were playing a pattern from stick control. Keeping it steady, slow, smooth, practice it at every dynamic, especially quiet. But then what you can start doing is accenting the singles. So the right at the beginning, you could accent that and then play the doubles lightly, and then accent that left and then accent the right again. And that kind of starts to give it that swing and that round feel, which is really cool. And at this point, you can also begin incorporating the toms. The first way to do that is just start on the floor tom so that the singles are being played on rack tom and floor tom. The doubles are being ghosted on the snare. That's what we want to do here. We want to create that dynamic contrast so that we're playing the singles loudly and we're hitting those hard on the toms. Those are our accents. We're creating a melody. We're creating a rhythm within this whole flurry of notes so that it's not just a flurry of notes. And so then we're ghosting the extra notes on the snare. And so it creates this really cool kind of fill where there's all these notes going on and all this texture and richness to the fill, but we still have impactful, compelling rhythm coming out of it by hitting the toms and playing melodic kinds of figures on the toms. But that's not all, because we don't want to just leave it here at this particular sticking. We can also switch up the sticking a little bit and switch to something like right, left, right, left, nice and simple, or right, left, left, or we're accenting whichever hand isn't playing the doubles there. What this enables us to do is play whatever tom rhythm or melody you want to in the midst of this, because if you're sticking to that paradiddle, then you can only play so many rhythms on the toms. There's only so many capabilities. And so if you can fluidly transition between the inverted paradiddle and right, left, right, left, and left, right, suddenly the sky's the limit with this, and you can play a whole bunch of tom melodies in the midst of a whole bunch of snare ghosting, and it sounds really cool and it swings really well. But now I can't leave you right here, because a lot of times if you haven't practiced something like this, the first time you start to learn it, it's not going to be really easy. There are going to be challenges, and so I want to provide you with some very specific steps to troubleshoot it if you're having issues, if you're not making the progress you thought you would or that you hoped you would. Well, generally, if you're working on any kind of paradiddle and you're struggling, most likely, I'd say 90 to 95% of the time, the issue is in your doubles. Because a paradiddle is made up of a single and then a double. With a paradiddle, we've got even more doubles in the mix there. And so I've noticed with my students so many times, if they're struggling with a paradiddle and they can't really get the paradiddle together, most likely the doubles are actually the issue. And so we want to master the doubles first and then progress to paradiddles. You can't master paradiddles without mastering doubles. So practice your doubles and practice playing them softly, practice playing them slowly. Remember to firm up your grip a little bit more when you're playing lightly, so that there's more individual hand control. The stick doesn't need to be as loose and as wide open when you're playing lightly, so you can keep your fingers around the sticks, maintain a little bit more control, and keep a nice clean double going even when you're playing lightly with very minimal stick height. But also another key skill here, one of the first things I talked about was how we want to start throwing in accents into these inverted paradiddles. Well, in order to do that cleanly, where our loud is maybe this volume and our quiet is this volume, we basically have to have very good rebound control where we can hit and then choke out the rebound so that we're ready to play something quiet right after. That's a really important skill if you're ghosting, if you're playing a busy groove on the snare with loud backbeats but soft ghost notes. You have to be able to control that rebound, so basically you're hitting, you're stopping the rebound so that then you're ready to play something quietly and you're keeping your stick height at a minimum in order to do that well. That's what we have to do here. So you've got to be able to control the rebound. And a great way to practice that is the old marching band accent tap exercise. If you're ever in marching band, you probably did something like this, where you're just taking, whichever hand, maybe your right hand first, and going loud, soft, 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 loud, soft, 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 loud, soft, soft, soft. And in doing that, your goal is for the stick height when you're playing the soft to be the same every time. Big, small, 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 big, small, 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 choking down that rebound right after the loud so that you can play the softs evenly. By getting really comfortable and really solid with that, you increase your ability to play a pattern that has loud notes and also soft notes. And you're able to increase the contrast between those and increase the dynamic range of your playing, especially when you're playing a ghost note groove on the snare or you're playing the patterns that I've shown you today. So those are really the two big technical things to work on. And if you still feel a little bit lost, you feel like you need some more info, some more instruction on this, don't worry, because I've got you covered. I've done several videos on this in the past here on the channel, and so I'll link those in the description. Also check out my free PDF e-guide called The Secret to Hi-Hat 16ths. Now the reason why this method is powerful and relevant to today's discussion is because in order to master on closed hats, you're having to learn to control rebound, and as you're doing that, you're establishing kind of a whipping motion. And interestingly, that's exactly what we're doing when we're playing this paradiddle diddle pattern, where we kind of get this whipping motion established where our hands are going up and down, but we've got a whole mix of loud and soft because we're controlling the rebound. These two things are very directly related, as are a lot of things with drumming technique. And so you learn one thing, you get better at the other. So practice everything we've discussed today, but also go grab that free guide and work through that. Not only will you improve your inverted paradiddles as you're working on this and your ability to play at a wide dynamic range, but you also get better at playing fast, one-handed 16th grooves on the hi-hat, which is really cool. If this video helped you out, be sure to subscribe before you go and be sure to share the video. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you next time.